Hey, howdy, hey.
How's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good, good. And the reason we're saying this all now is because I did a little bit of a screw up. I started the live and I forgot to send Lex the link. So I had to send it to him when I started the live. So, anyways, everything's good. Everything's perfect.
Nice. And
And
just want to
I,
say for those who are joining us from Facebook, I saw a comment in the chat saying anyone home. Due to the software that we're using to stream on, it means we have to start the live 10 minutes before the show time so we can get it on YouTube and on Facebook at the same time. So that's why we have that 10-minute interval before we start.
yeah, today was 15 minutes.
It was, yeah.
Because the reason is because I had to send Lex the link and make sure. Who knows how long it takes to, you know, sometimes you never know. It could take longer to get the email to you. So that's why I
Mm.
started a little bit earlier. So before we get into the show, and it should be an interesting show to say the least. I know we did this kind of show about a month back, and we got some very good comments, and we got some not necessarily very nice comments. But that's okay. We continue on and we continue doing, I think, what people like and enjoy to watch, whether you agree with it or not. It's not your show, it's ours.
That's true. That is a harsh but true. Harsh but
Yeah,
true.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
But I
So how are
do.
you? How are you this week?
Oh, I can't say why, but I'm very excited for the next couple of days. Well, I can say why to a degree. So,
Okay.
I made no secret of the fact that I'm trying to do something different with my channels, and I decided to actually make a second channel rather than clog up my paranormal one. Uh,
Okay.
so there is a video going to be dropping on that on Wednesday night, as
Okay.
long as what happens happens. So I've got something very special being mailed to me. It cost me $700 or $600. Um, I got the last one in stock for what I'm getting, and when it turns up, I've been wanting this thing for 10 plus about 10 years. I think I've been wanting to get it. I could
Wow.
finally afford it without being crippled in debt, and so I've got it's on its way. It says on my thing that it's coming on Wednesday. It's going to be a banger of a video. Uh, if
So
I
is it
can
going
get
to
it
be
up, so
about this what you're receiving? Is that what
yeah.
okay.
So it's an introduction to the new channel, trying to get people to know who I am. If they've not seen my Lex Paranormal stuff or my Through the Lens or my Parachills work. So it's a brief introduction to myself, what's going to be going on the channel, and then I'm ending it on a surprise. I would call it an unboxing, shall we say? It's a surprise unboxing, and technically a second co-host maybe for the show in some way, a mascot for the second channel.
Oh, I see.
So
Okay.
I'm very
So what
excited.
you need to do is you need to go over to Hauntophobia and follow so then I can follow you back so I know what your channel is.
That is true. I haven't done that yet, have I? I've been trying to do the intro edits at the moment. So, but that's fine. I can do that. That's fine. No worries.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
watch this space, guys. It's gonna be cool.
Yeah. So can you tell us what the name of the channel is going to be?
So the channel is, I believe. See, this is because it's new. I can't remember it all the time because I've changed it 6 or 7 times. The new channel name will be, I believe it's Lex's House of Horrors.
That's cool.
Which is, as the name suggests, it's all things horror. So there might be a little paranormal review in there, but all in general, all my paranormal work, if it's investigations, reactions, um, equipment review, everything's going to be on Lex Paranormal. This is going to be primarily based on horror movies, horror trailers, horror games, and anything in that genre. I'm going to try and keep all the paranormal stuff on this one, but unless it's a paranormal movie review, I don't really want to put that on the Lex Paranormal channel. That will probably go on the horror channel. But there's a lot of exciting stuff. I've got a potentials idea to do a short film to go on there. So it's going to be a mixed bag. I'm really looking forward to seeing what I can
Hmm.
do with this before I can go and investigate another location.
Okay. So, and that was going to be my next question. It has been a long time since you've put up a video,
Yeah, I
an
think
investigation.
3 months, I think the last
What's
one was.
going on? What's
Well,
going on?
primarily it was the move. I'm
Okay.
now now really deep in research to find places in the new place I live that's going to be worth going to. I know there's a potential top 4 most haunted places in this area. And now it's just about planning how I can get there and if it's worth doing, getting some research and background, find out why. So there is something in the works. It's just I don't know when exactly that video is going to come, but we should be seeing me very soon on an investigation. Hopefully, I don't know if I'm allowed to say anything yet, but I've got a collaboration due with another group.
You can say them.
I can say it. Cool.
Yeah, of course you can say them.
Cool. So
I know who it is.
Oh, you do
believe
know,
I
yeah.
know.
So we had these guys on the show before. They're from the UK. It's GSI or Ghost Sighting Investigations. I believe they're called. Investigators, yeah. So GSI, they've been in contact with me over the last few weeks. Since that show, actually, they've been really good, and they've invited me to come film for an episode of their Paraflix season, on season 2, I believe. So I will be investigating with them. So I'm so excited for that. I believe I start shooting in October. Just got to pick the right date. But it's going. That's a really exciting thing coming up for me. But in terms of my own investigations, my season 1, I think I'm only going to do 2 more investigations on this one, so I can take time off to film season 2 and do it properly and get everything around here. So probably, hopefully, within the next month, I should get at least 1 investigation up, if not 2. But we'll just have to wait and see where the ball lands on that one, to be honest.
Yeah. So I will let you know that anybody watching now and through the replays, GSI will be on Parapost Live on Tuesday at 3 p.m. Eastern and 9 p.m. GM time. So we're going to be talking with them, and that will be through Facebook. So and through the Hauntophobic and Friends Hauntophobic and Friends Facebook, and then it will be on my Hauntophobic YouTube channel on Tuesday again at 3 and 9 p.m. GM time. So if you guys want to come by and meet them, we're going to talk about Paraflix. We're going to talk about their up and coming investigations. I know we might even talk about Lex a little bit, what he's going to be coming out and investigating. So that's going to be a great show. And obviously, before we get to our guests, we always talk about Parapost. I am going to start. Is there anything else going on with you before I get started? Or
no, them 2 bits are fine.
So, Parapost. I want to talk a little bit about Parapost right now. Not much. I will say that we are extremely happy on what's going on with Parapost right now. We're up to 350 members and growing. We grew 24 members over 3 days.
Oh, wow.
And right now, the numbers for us, and me and Mike are very transparent on this. We don't hide anything. And if people have any questions, they can simply email us, and then we'll answer those questions, or message us on Parapost. We are almost hitting 12,000 views for the month.
That's crazy.
We hit almost 3,000 views in 10 days. And we are doing extremely, extremely well right now. We're very, very happy. Things are going great. There's some new things coming up with Parapost that we're very, very excited about. And everybody else is going to be able to be involved with it if they want to be. It's just a lot of good things coming up. We have one feature that's going to be coming up that I think everybody's going to take advantage of, and that will come out. There's a new feature on the site right now, and I'm going to be talking about that on Tuesday. If you have a profile on Parapost, you will notice in your profile, especially if you go to members, you will see a little eye in your profile, and that means something. And we are going to talk about that over the next few weeks. It's exciting. People are going to be excited, and we're definitely looking forward to it. So Mike has been working extremely hard on the back end of the site to get all these plugins working, and he's done an amazing job. He really has. And he told me he was an expert at WordPress. He really is. because he's been doing amazing. So, okay, me. So last night I was going out to do an investigation, and I'm not going to say where the place was, but we got there. We were there for about an hour, and then all of a sudden, security came by and kicked us off.
Wow.
Kicked us off the place, yeah. So I just told them that we were going to only be a few more minutes. Obviously, that was a lie, but so sorry, my mouth is really dry today because I'll tell you why in a bit. But so we got kicked off, and it was only about 10:30. We didn't want to waste the night, so we went to another location. The location we went to is called the Lift Locks. Now I have done this place before, and it is on my YouTube channel. So we decided to go up there because we figured we were only about 40 minutes away from it. So we figured, it's a great time to go. So we ended up going there, and it ended up being a really good night. And I want to play something. I'm going to play something
Okay.
today. It's an EVP that I captured, not on the SB7. This was on my voice recorder, but I will tell you that we got responses on the SB7, which was great. And we even tested out a little bit of the necrophonic, which was funny because when we were asking questions, we were getting immediate responses. And it just ended up being a good night. And I'm a big believer things happen for a reason. And I think us going there last night was meant to be, because I captured a lot more than I've ever caught there before. So I'm looking forward to that video coming out. I'm hoping this is going to work. Okay. Now, let me turn this on. I got my trusty little speaker here. So it's still on my phone. So I ask a question. And this is what weird. If you don't know the lift locks is basically it's for the canal, and what it does, it lifts the boats up, and then they can go on towards going further down the canal. And people that do canoeing or anything like that, or kayaks, they all sit in this part, and then when there's so much weight, it lifts up, then the other side comes down. Okay, it's really, really cool, and the structure is amazing. If you guys want to go over to my YouTube channel, Ontophobia, you can look for the lock lifts. It's absolutely amazing. So I'm going to play this now. Just maybe I might play the voice to the question I asked. Now, what I don't understand about this is we're kind of in an open park.
Okay.
This is one of many EVPs that I caught through the voice recorder. I caught about 6. Okay. So I'm just actually going to play the EVP, and I'm hoping this is going to work. So it's going to be silent, and then you're going to hear right before my voice, you're going to hear something.
Okay.
Okay. Tell me if you can hear this.
Are you a male or female?
Right there.
Are you a male or female? Are you a male or female?
What is that? What?
Are you a male or female?
Here.
Are you a male or female?
That sounds like Get Out.
It is.
Are you a male?
Jesus.
Yes.
Just before you start even saying anything.
Yeah.
Because it's like,
yeah,
really breathy, isn't it?
And there was another EVP that I captured in this voice recording, and I hope everybody heard it, and people are going to watch the replays. They heard it, but you can distinctly hear that it's a man's voice saying "Get out." Now, what's puzzling about this? We're kind of in a park, so he wants us to get out of the park, or he wants us to get out of the area. I don't know what's going on with that, but I asked a question earlier. Because one of the stories, there was a girl that committed suicide. And I asked the girl that committed suicide, what was her name? And I captured Lisa.
Oh, so direct response then.
Direct, an intelligent response.
Yeah.
Her name was Lisa. Now, what's funny about this is if you go back and watch my last video with Patty, we were actually on top where the girl supposedly committed suicide.
I've seen this video as well.
Yes,
I remember watching this. Yeah.
And we caught on the necrophonic Lisa.
Oh, so they've linked. Same thing.
Yeah.
That's
Isn't
very
that
interesting.
crazy?
That's very crazy. It's very like I've done a fair few sessions, and I don't think, except for Clue Park, where I only just got well, where my skeptic who now believes in it, well, in his videos, he got the names. I think it's Anna. I think he got, and then when we did mine, we got the same name, and we got it at the same place. So that was crazy for us. But to do it on the same video, especially this far apart, to get the same one, that's crazy.
Yeah. And we're talking literally almost a year apart.
Yeah.
Because I went there with Patty last year, and I believe she even picked up the name Lisa. I can't recall. But the funny thing is, what I found amazing and why I wanted to tell you about this is because last year we caught on the necrophonic Lisa. Now I'm catching on the voice recorder Lisa. Now that I didn't show it, obviously, but that will be played in when it comes up on Paraflix, which I thought was absolutely incredible. And it's a year apart, and it's on 2 different pieces of equipment. And if people question the necrophonic, I don't know, because Lisa was on the necrophonic, and on the voice recorder we caught Lisa. Yeah. So I don't know.
I mean, I do think, just quickly on that point, I do think people are right to be cautious about necrophonic and not mistrusting, but maybe have a hard time believing in it entirely because it's an app. But the fact you've validated your necrophonic response a year later with an EVP on a voice recorder, there's got to be like, I've said it on the show before. I've explained how necrophonic works and how you can debunk that it's listening to you. So that's very great. That's incredibly cool that you've caught the exact same name a year later. That's crazy. That's really good.
Yeah, and that Get Out was, and there's another one on there too. I'm not going to say them all, but there's another one on there. We're asking questions, and it said stop.
Awesome. Yeah. Then did want you to keep going, no?
So anyway, so I guess there was a reason for what happened last night at the other place to go to this place.
Yeah.
And hopefully it's going to turn out to be a great video, because if you know the lift locks, it's an absolutely amazing place. And this lock area is absolutely huge. Like, we got some great pictures last night, and it's just amazing. I was actually doing an SB7 on live on the TikTok, and I asked a question. I can't recall the question, but I got an immediate response from the SB7. It said no. So, it was good. We were, I was happy things turned out, but I was really disappointed about the other place, because I really, really wanted to film there.
Yeah.
So
at least it wasn't wasted.
Yeah. So I got home about 5:00 this morning. So, my mouth is a little bit dry, and I'm a little bit tired, to be honest. So anyway, so that's what's going on with me. Oh, just one more thing. If you are subscribers to Paraflix, my second part is coming out tonight, which is just as good as the first part. Maybe we captured a few more EVPs than the last video, which was really good. And I'm hoping everybody is going to take some time tonight to watch that. So other than that, well, let's get started. If you were here in last week's show, Lex and I brought something up. I think it was at the beginning of the show or at the end of the show, about staging, and just a nicer word for fakers, to be honest. And
it is.
Yeah. So we talked about that, and we decided that we were going to do another show this week. We're going to be a little bit nicer. I don't think we're going to call anybody names this time, right, Lex?
No, I'm not. No, you don't want.
So, yeah.
One second, hold on.
Yeah.
Yes, I said yeah. Yes. Fresh. Sorry.
That's okay.
Just had to answer a question. That's fine.
Yeah, that's okay. No worries. So why don't you get started? What we're going to do today, and hopefully, people understand why we do this, and I think it's important.
Well, I agree. Well, I think the reason why I wanted to do this is I was meant to do a video of this on my channel, and I didn't because I thought it'd be better because we spoke about it openly the first time before at least 3 creators came out and admitted they staged videos. So I thought it was better fitting for us to discuss it again now that someone has actually done the right thing, I suppose. But I didn't just want to talk about them coming out and saying it. I wanted to talk about what it meant to not just you and me, who are strong advocates of people putting disclaimers in videos, but I wanted to put a feeler out. I wanted to know what the chat thought about it. Hi, Christy. I wanted to know what the chat thought about all this coming out. I want to know what it meant to the people that watch their videos, subscribe to their content, buy their merch, become members of channels. So I've done some digging. I've got some comments from. So I couldn't get comments of one of the 2 of them because I can't find the original post, but I do have the screenshots from when I first saw them of the actual post. So I've got those. The other one is comments from Urban Goes, Urban Explorations live chat and their comment section after the live. I wanted to see where the coin was landing on terms of reception from the audience. So before we dive into that part, I wanted to talk about first one, was C's Crazy Crossroads. Put out now most people would have seen this video. It went viral. I know that The Shape did a video on it. I know that Rick J? Oh, what's his name? Rick Debunks, or now his channel's called Exposed, did a video on it. And fair play. Actually, as much as I disagree with some of the debunks they do, they're actually pretty entertaining to watch. They do some good ones. So big credit to The Shape and to Expose Rick for doing what they do because it's great. But
one question.
Yeah.
What's going on with that face mask?
Which face mask?
On The Shape.
Oh, I don't know if he just likes Jason Voorhees and thought the idea was to look like him and debunk it. I don't know, or he just worried that people were going to find out who he is and
okay. Well, that makes sense.
Primarily, I mean, if you're going to look at the response that Angry Cajun gave the paranormal community, I'd probably be a bit cautious. I mean, I'm not. I've told people exactly which country I'm in when I called them names on here. But I think it's either just make him different from the other debunkers, maybe, or it's just a personal security thing. I don't know. I've never really spoken to him. Okay. But so we'll talk C's Crazy Crossroads first. And that video, there's a part in this video where a cupboard door swings open by itself.
Okay.
But unfortunately, due to crappy editing, you see the hand pull the door shut, like clear as day, wrist up, pulls the door.
Oh, really?
So after that, and then the debunk channels got it. Other people in comment sections were talking about it, and so he put up a comment. I think it's a YouTube comment from the screenshot. I can't tell. I don't have the whole thing. I've just got the bit that's important. And he says, "Peace and love, people. I appreciate all of the comments with the exception of the hateful ones." Before we carry on, of course you're going to get hateful ones. You've been lying to your audience, and they've just caught you red-handed, shall we say, faking it. So of course you're going to get some hateful comments. As I've said many times before, I do this for entertainment. Bottom line is, if you don't like what I do, there's plenty of other things out there for you to watch. As for other people doing videos on me, I'm glad I was able to give you a hand in being able to create more content for yourselves or for you. And then I got rid of the other bit. But I don't know how much of that is true that he's said in multiple videos that it's entertainment or online. Okay. If he has, then fair enough. Then there's no point debunking him. But the fact that there is so many videos debunking him, I don't think he does do it in every single video. But that being said, Tim Morozov was in loads of debunking videos, but his actual Russian translates to entertainment only or words to that effect. So, but with that was the first one I've got. So the one thing I don't like on there is that he appreciates all the comments except the hateful ones. You have to appreciate the hateful ones a little bit because people, if this is what I mean, like if there were hateful comments, that means people thought they were real. which means you weren't I mean, you could have been subtly disclosing it. Maybe it's in the bottom line of your description underneath all your credits, which no one really reads down that far. But if he says it in the video, there shouldn't be any. I mean, all the comments should be like, "Well, you said it at the beginning of every video." There's a disclaimer that comes up in the corner every week. So that one was a bit of a curveball one. I thought it was very passive aggressively, just okay, I faked it, but you already knew that. Blah blah blah. So I didn't get much traction off of that one. As far as the response goes, I think it's the worst of the three. That's why I wanted to start with it. I don't know. How do you feel about the way he responded to that video?
You know what? It reminds me of something I saw about a month ago. And I found it very arrogant. I found it very in your face. I found it why are people supporting you if that's the way you're going to talk to your, I guess, so-called fans? And I don't know if anybody else saw that tweet, but it was by Sunny Deeds. And did you see that tweet, Lex?
Something about it was money related, wasn't it?
Yes.
If I remember. Yeah.
So if you do, I don't have the exact words from that tweet. I thought it was, I thought it was very arrogant. And for him to come out and say that you guys are filling my pockets with money, I thought was absolutely the wrong thing to say. And if that's the way you're going to talk to your fans, I don't know why you would want to be a fan.
Yeah, I don't understand. Like, if you were deciding to end your career, you've made enough money, then I'd understand why you'd say it, because you just don't care. But I don't think he's made enough money to not need them anymore.
Yeah. And like I will say, when I first probably, I don't know, maybe 2 years ago, I think I maybe watched one or two of his videos, and I thought he seemed like a really nice guy. But again, I don't watch his videos enough to really to give an opinion if he's a nice guy or not. From those two videos, he seemed like a nice guy. He seemed like very genuine. And I've heard rumors on certain things, but I don't know. Rumors are rumors. You don't know if they're true or not. So, and I guess he goes out with CJ a lot.
Yeah.
Again, a person that I don't watch. I might have watched maybe one or two videos, and the one or two videos that I watched, I was going, give me a break. And I think I watched one video where there was three people there. I can't recall the other two people that were there, but he was down on the road. It was at a bridge. He was down at the road, and the one person there was one person who was off camera, and then there was another person behind him. And then all of a sudden, and there was a rock thrown at the stop sign, or a sign that was over here to your left when you're looking at him. And he jumped a mile in the air. And what I thought was weird is the other person was off camera. And I was going, okay, come on. You can't tell me you guys believe that. Now, obviously, that person that was off camera threw the rock or whatever it was thrown at that sign. So I think I watched probably 10 or 15 minutes of that video, and I said, give me a break. And I just went to something else on YouTube. So when it comes to comments on some of the, well, I'll let you continue. I will continue saying what you're saying, and then I'll chime in.
That's right. So I'm just saying, I think just on his point, I don't think he cares that he got caught out. I don't know. I need to watch his videos to find out if he puts disclaimers up, but I don't really want to give him the views because I don't really I don't hate people. I just don't. I'm not fond of him. I'm not fond of what he's like online, and that response just, again, it doesn't make me want to go and check. But if anyone else in the comments has seen any of Crossroads' videos, Is there a disclaimer? Let me know in the chat or in the comments below if you're replaying the video. But that's why I put it on the bot first. I didn't want to dive too much into him because the next one's very interesting.
Yeah.
Now,
Well, just to add to that, I just want to add something that before you get on to the next person, do these people actually remember the reason they are making money? Because a lot of them tend to forget.
oh, 100%, yeah.
And this is what I don't understand. Like, okay, first of all, you're on YouTube. Okay, so let's get that straight. You're on YouTube. You're not like some big kind of star or something like that. Okay, I'm on TV. Like I've done a lot of TV.
Yeah.
In the last couple of years, and I've made some money. But at the end of the day, I don't act like any of these people. And maybe it's because of the way I was raised, and I'm just I'm just not like that.
Yeah.
But like I'd say, like with you and like 13 spirits or Domits in the room, or David or Mike, who's my partner on Parapost, like I don't change with anybody, and I've been on TV.
Yeah. Well, I think the thing is, like, they all think they're the Logan Pauls or the KSIs of the paranormal community on YouTube, and they're nowhere near.
Yeah.
Like, I'll use another one, for example, Jody Dean, for example. He's not, has he beat 1 million subscribers yet?
I don't know. I don't go to his channel.
No, me neither. But there's a YouTuber in Britain. You might have heard of him, KSI. I think he's on 17 or 18 million subscribers. So his way of, and bear in mind, he's made so much fucking money being like KSI, boxing events, being a YouTuber for 10 years, made so much money, and he is still a nice guy. He does not believe, I mean, yeah, if you watch his Reddit videos, he takes the piss out of us, but we do it to him. So it's great. That's the mentality you should have as a content creator. But these people that are on 600K are acting like they're the best creators on the platform when they're nowhere near it.
Okay, so I want to. There's something pointed out to me, and I think I might have brought it up on the last show that we did like this. If these guys, well, now they're starting to change themselves from paranormal investigators to entertainers, and we all know they considered themselves paranormal investigators. They weren't entertainers. Let's just get that out there right now. Okay, you answer me this question. If they're so great at paranormal investigations, why haven't any of them been invited to a Paracon?
I mean, the Florida team is pretty big, and not one of them goes.
Answer me this question.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Like you got Omar Gosh, and again, I don't have anything bad to say about him as a person. I don't agree with what he does. But he entertains people. I understand that. He's got how many subs?
A fair few.
2 million?
So I think he's around the 2 mil mark. I've got him on here. Give me 1 sec. Oh my gosh. 3.95 million.
Okay, so he's got almost 4 million subs. Why has this man never been invited to a Paracon? If he has, I've never seen him. Well, it's not like I go to every single one, but I'm always looking at the Paracons and seeing who's on the guest list.
Yeah.
And I never seen him on any of them. Maybe he was, but I've never seen him on one. So this is what always puzzled me. I forget who brought this to my attention, that they've never ever been invited to a Paracon. I think it was David actually that told me this. And it's just, and well, somebody made a comment. Unfortunately, I can't see who this person's name is because you are on Facebook. And there you go. So I just had to put that up there.
That's fine. But I do agree, and I will say to the Facebook guy, I've never said a bad word about Omar as a human being, and I think as a business person, he's very clever. I also think he's very kind. I do see how he talks to people online and his fans, and he is really nice. Just find
Okay.
the fact he makes loads of money from lying about his content all the time. Um,
I know who made that comment because I opened up the Facebook.
who was it?
It was made by Carol. It was made by Carol. She is a follower of Hauntophobic and Friends, and we always joke around a little bit with stuff on my profile and stuff. We're always making funnies and stuff. She's actually quite funny. You know what? He might be. I don't know. I'm not going to give an opinion on somebody personally. You know, on what he's like. But when I see his videos or what videos I have watched, because I haven't watched very many.
I would like to watch the last one he's put up though. Alone, uncut, and a terrifying night. So an uncut 40-minute video. How many cuts do you reckon are in the video?
Yeah. And yeah, you know, and this is what kills me also is a lot of these people seem to find demonic entities every single week or every other video. That is not real life, and that does not really happen. And I think I've encountered, and me being a sensitive, I think I've encountered 5 since I was 18 years old.
I've never found what. Well, unless that one that I saw when I was 17 that put me into the paranormal mood 10 years ago was anyway demonic. I wouldn't know because I wasn't investigating that. I was just exploring a building at 17 years old. So other than that, I don't think I've ever come across one.
Yeah. So, and you know, and this is what we're talking about. You know, I understand that they want to entertain people, but I don't want them to tell me that they've been putting entertaining in all their videos. They've been putting paranormal investigating or paranormal investigators. And now they're changing it because people are starting to realize it's nothing but crap. So
yeah, I mean, surprisingly, for someone who's got 4 million subscribers to not even be pulling in 1 million or almost 1 million views per video is pretty shocking. He's doing about 540k. Still good. Still a good amount of views, obviously, but I'm trying to work that, do some maths here. So let's say 4 mil, half that, 2 mil, half that, 1 mil. You're not even getting a quarter of your audience watching your videos, which is probably the same for most of us, I suppose. I mean, mine definitely is, but I'm small, I'm tiny YouTuber, so it doesn't.
Yeah,
I don't have the same reach. But
so this message is by Emily. Emily does have a podcast on Facebook. And if you go to Hauntophobic and Friends, you will be able to find that podcast.
Lovely. I will check that out.
She's an absolutely amazing person.
Oh, fantastic.
And she does a lot of politics also on her personal channel. So it's quite funny, actually.
I'll probably be interested in watching it.
Thank you, Emily, for coming into the room. I appreciate that.
Yeah. So I will go back to him in a minute because the next person is very heavily linked to him. Now, we all remember that time a few months ago where all these YouTubers banded together to make an anti-bullying video on this one particular woman.
Yes.
Pretty ironic coming from one of the people that was spearheading that entire argument, who you and me have made no secret in not liking. So the next one comes straight out of the G Team Paranormal Investigators. So this was a statement made by Patty G, who, if you don't know who she is while living through the paranormal community, it's crazy. Goes adventures. So, yeah, they do. maybe they have this. Maybe these guys have the same agent. Who knows?
And that was said by Carol again.
Carol, that was amazing.
Yeah.
So I actually like Patty's statement. But I will break it down and see, and we'll work out how much of it we really believe, or what we think of it. So I believe this was put up on her YouTube community, I think. I don't know. I can't really tell what the font is because I just screen grabbed it here. I don't know. Does this look like YouTube community?
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway. So let me just read this. So she says, it was just brought to my attention that Urban Exploration did a live stream admitting they have staged videos. So I watched it. I was glad to see they came clean about this, as I was planning on doing the same thing sometime soon. So I figured I might as well do it now. Stop there for a sec. So, why am I out of focus? 1 second. No, that'll do. Fuck
Yeah.
it. So we'll stop
You're
there.
still good
and-
looking. You're still good looking. even
Well,
when you're
thank you very
fuzzy.
much. Even when I'm fuzzy, it should even out. So let's just dissect that first bit. So she was planning on doing a "I'm coming" video soon, but did it because UGUE did it. Now, I don't believe for a second that she was planning on doing this video, this statement at all. I don't believe it. Mainly because why? Why would you do it? Because she had no reason to, like, unless it was to get everyone back on her side after all that YouTube shit from a few months ago.
Yeah.
So
How
I
many
don't
followers did she lose?
shit. Well, she hit her sub count, didn't she? So I remember she lost it. She hit the sub count, so we couldn't see that anymore.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if they've put it back on yet. Oh, they have. They've put it back on. So they got 357,000.
Oh, so she lost almost 30,000 followers.
Yeah, she lost loads.
Because she
like,
was
in
over
a day.
380. She was over 380 when that YouTube video came out.
Yeah. No, my normal one. So I understand if she did it for that reason, that I don't know the YouTube. Okay, the YouTube drama. Apparently, she bullied Omar and all these other YouTubers and threatened them and doxed them and all this crap. So they all banded together to make an anti-Patty G video, and the internet lapped it up and bought it. And they people abandoned the channel. And for the second question down there, Mindseed, I've just actually found out Mindseed are faking the videos. They were one of my favorites. I now really dislike them for it. So check out, go to Exposed YouTube channel. I think they've just done one on a new video they've just done where you can see the fishing line. So Mindseed are fake. But we'll go back here. So I think she's done it to rescue her reputation, and she's riding off the back that this didn't destroy UGUE's channel. And we'll get to that when we get to their statement. So I think she's just thought, oh, it didn't hurt them to do it. I've left it 2 days. I'll now do it. And again, it was well received. People are reading her comment section today. People were loving it. Moving on from there. Am I back?
No, you're back. You did freeze. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So where I was going to ask you, where are you sitting today?
I'm in my room at the moment. My bedroom.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm getting food delivered for after the show, so I don't want the door noise. Okay, so this is where the statement gets very interesting, because she throws under the bus, and in her words, the entire Florida crew and a few others. So that's crazy, right? She says, myself, as well as the entire Florida crew and a few others, are just as guilty of staging videos in the past. Some still do it to this day and will probably never admit it. I made the decision about a year ago that I would never participate or engage in staging videos ever again. This is not why I started a YouTube channel in the first place. I started my channel to share with the world the amazing communication I was making with my son. I just want to apologize to everyone for doing these types of things in the past. And I promise you, you'll never see anything like that in my videos ever again. I promise that everything you see in all my most recent videos, as well as what you'll see in the future videos, is 100% legit. And although some of the videos may be very boring or quite boring if nothing is happening, that's just the way it is with real paranormal. Paranormal activity does not happen on every investigation.
Yeah.
So that's the statement.
Well, you know what? I have to be honest. That in my humble opinion, too little, too late. And what's going on?
I'm trying to get myself back in focus. It's really bugging me.
That was creepy. That was creepy. What is going on here? You know what? You're right, Emily. You're probably better off to keep your circle small and not get involved with any of these people because
Yeah.
Emily actually used to have her own TV show.
Oh yeah.
On I forget what network it was. What network was it, Emily?
While we're waiting for that, the YouTube page was the G Team Paranormal Investigators, is where I'm reading the statement from on the discussion board.
Yeah. So that was that video really blew up. That I don't know what it ended up with. Was it taken down eventually, or is it still up?
Which one, the UGUE one or the bullying one?
The bullying one, because they actually made a channel for that specific video, and it had like the next day it had 10,000 followers.
Yeah, that was crazy. I think it's gone, from what I can tell. I can't find anything on here.
And just to let you know, Emily, I know that we're kind of in a contest right now of EVPs. I did a voice recording of 4 minutes and I captured 6. So keep the competition going.
Oh, I've just really upset myself while trying to find this video to see if it was still up. Just found another one where it's fucking Chody Dean on the news network on Channel 4 News, and I just can't take it seriously. Jesus.
He was on Channel 4 News.
Apparently, according to that, I'm not gonna watch the video, so it's probably I don't know if it's real, but I just saw it in the thumbnail. I was like, "Fuck that." She will win, apparently.
Well, that's only through the voice recording. I'm not talking about the SB7. We capture stuff on the SB7 too, and I haven't listened to the footage yet through the camera. So we're starting off with
score.
Yeah.
So
no, that's great.
I do want to touch back on what you said, where it's too little, too late. I completely agree. For how long they've been doing this, the amount of money that team raked in, faking videos and lying, this isn't good enough. I think the statement's a good statement. I think the fact that, I mean, did she need to say the entire Florida crew? I mean, we already know.
Yeah.
But it's almost like a deflection of blame there. But again, she's also done it because these people would throw her under the bus for the same thing. So
yeah,
I like the statement if it was coming from UGUE maybe, because they didn't dob any of them in, even though they've worked them together. He said, "I'm not going to talk about the other people and what they're doing. This is about what we're doing." So it's a bit. I like the fact she did it though. I don't think it was necessary because no one cared. No one really liked her anymore. I did like the bit at the end where she says why she started doing this, and I'm assuming her son is deceased, and that's horrible.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's horrible.
And to do it, to communicate with him, I think that's a really good thing to start a Channel 4 and to do this for. And getting carried away with the Florida crew ruined that. So I did like.
I will tell you one story. That TV show, I've spoken about it before. I never get their name right. Is it called Paranormal Caught on Camera?
You got it. First time this time.
I got it. Yes, I got it. It's not a show I frequently watch, but I see commercials about it, and I've watched. I'm not saying I've never watched it. I've watched a few shows. Well, there was a couple of people on there. One being Patty G on the show, and I am not going to mention the other person's name. Just because I'm not going to do it. So he knows who he is. And if he watches this show or somebody shares out this show and whatever. So they were on this show. And this guy, they were in a graveyard. And for some reason, he was taken over by a demonic possession. And he passed out and started his eyes started going up on his head. And
do I know who this is?
You do. Yeah. I will say it after the show. And I got validation that was complete bullshit. It was all fake. And I don't I've never really watched Patty G's videos. Again, I might have watched one or two, but she's not a good actress. Because the way she reacted to it, it was almost like my friend that my ex-friend that did what she did in that video. And earlier in the video, when something went through, like it almost felt like something went through me, and then she acted the way she acted. Even Zach told me she's a terrible actress. So you know who I'm talking about, I'm sure. Again, I'm not going to mention any names.
I know exactly, because me and
But-
this person had our own beef before.
Yeah, but I got
so it's funny.
validation that was all bullshit. And I've discovered recently that Paranormal Caught on Camera does not mind putting fake videos up on their show.
But it's the thing, it's a television show, so they want to get as much in
Yeah.
as possible. So I don't blame them for saying that we're not going to care. What I do blame is said person who has publicly attacked people I know, me, and other people for being scam artists, liars, and all this stuff, when he knew full well that he went on national TV and did it and lied to everybody. So, I mean, the guy's a massive tool. I know exactly who you're talking about. Yeah. And I hope he does stumble across this show, and maybe he can come on here and tell us why he did that on TV.
Yeah.
Why not? Everyone else is coming clean, so why don't you?
Yeah, exactly.
But
exactly.
Anyway, but yeah, that's diabolical, bad. Especially just like in a graveyard of all places to fake that.
Yeah, it was definitely interesting.
Yeah,
I'll give him that. So
I mean,
let's move on with the because we're really running over time here.
Oh yeah, we are. Okay, so the last one's a bit easy to cover because we don't have a statement because it's a video. But from basically the two guys at UGE, very nice. Again, come across as really nice guys, and he says that he basically just admits straight away. Nice. He just says, "I haven't. We have staged some videos." I know it's not a word I've used in a while either. I've got to be good. The last time I called someone a name on here, I ended up as a witch hunt on Twitter. So the next one's so I didn't have time to make a transcript because I was working. Yeah. So they basically say we were staging some videos while we were in our own videos, and while we were teaming up with other groups, we were staging some. He didn't say all. He said that at the beginning they weren't, and then they found themselves doing it because they weren't happy with what they were getting, and they wanted to be more entertaining and make stuff happen and progress their videos to whatever it was. So in terms of what they said, the statement's nice. I think it was the way they presented it was really good. They weren't blaming others. They weren't throwing people under the bus. They were very apologetic to people they were misled. And this is the most important bit. They said that they said it. We're sorry that you felt misled and we were lying to you. Which other people that I've called out for being fake, oh, it's not lying, it's YouTube. You know it's entertainment. No, you don't, because the news has a YouTube channel. Now, if that's the case, this thing that's happening in Afghanistan right now, is that a lie? Or is it actually happening just because it's on YouTube? So it's not just entertainment. So the fact they said that I'm sorry, we've misled you, and some of you want to stop supporting us, and they understood it. If you want to stop supporting us, we completely understand. And I really have to give props to, I can't remember their names, but I had to give them props for doing it. And they've kept it up. They haven't taken it down. That video is still on their channel to go and see.
Joe, and I believe the other guy's name is Rob.
Yeah, Joe and Rob. Yeah, and they said about in Chris's video, it's Rob's arm. I think Rob's the one in the blue shirt. It's his arm. He says it was my arm in the video. So they did it really well.
Yeah, you know what? I give him props because I knew when that video came out, and I saw the video, and when that video came out, I knew he was going to be enduring a lot of backlash, in which he did on the comments, and a lot of people were really upset. I didn't go through all of them. Obviously, there was too many.
I've been through loads.
I don't even know what the ratio was towards not liking what they did and saying, okay, well, we forgive you.
But this is
And
the interesting thing, because I don't know the exact number, but this is what I want to touch on before we end the video.
yeah,
I'm just trying to find out. So I don't know if they lost any subscribers. They're on 201K. So I
Yeah,
feel
they
like
did.
they've lost them. Yeah.
yeah, they did.
But fair play. They're still doing videos. 3 hours ago,
Yeah.
they did another one. They're still doing spirit box sessions, and I don't know if they're still just entertaining videos now, or if they're gonna. I can't remember if they said they're gonna stop faking it. I can't remember. But the problem I've got now, I mean, that video where they expose themselves is 44,000 views. So decent amount
They
of people
got the
saw it.
views they wanted.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they got paid for that video.
Oh, they probably did. I mean, they live streamed it, but I'm assuming
Yeah.
they still got paid.
Yeah.
But there's been some. I would say the percentage of the ratio for the comment section, I think more or less has been positive than it has been negative.
Okay.
Um,
When I went to it and I looked at the comments, most of them were negative.
yeah, so I think it's evened out a bit, unless it's just
Okay.
like cushioned out, or if they've removed any. But let's say let's start with the top couple of I've got them on here. Let's look at the couple ones. So 3 weeks ago, an account called Dark Stew said, "This invalidates Chris's channel too, because you all work together." Shaking my head. So obviously disappointed with both channels.
Yeah.
But
And just to answer Emily's question, it's Rob from Urban Explorations. And what's the rest of it?
they're called Urban Ghosts, Urban Exploration.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you just type in UGUE, it'll be the first channel that pops up, and the video is called Live the Truth Exposed. Streamed a few weeks ago. So the comment underneath is what I really liked. It was a month ago. They said, "Why stage it? It just brings into doubt anything that might have been real. Been following you for about 2 years and was amazed at most of your content, thinking it was really good paranormal footage. Now I don't know what was real and what wasn't." And that's a very important comment, I think.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah, and I agree. And I was just sitting here thinking about paranormal caught on camera. If these guys always considered themselves entertainers, why are they allowing themselves, or why are they allowing the show to call them paranormal investigators?
because like I think the showrunners, the network, like most people do, don't believe in it. They just know that it gets views. And that, I mean, you know that how hard the parachills and we're trying to fight for legitimizing the field of research into an actual field of research because we believe in it. So I just don't think they care about it. I think that they heard paranormal's big, the Conjuring movies, Paranormal Activity, Insidious, Annabelle, all these Sinister, all these big blockbuster films came out where paranormal became massively important to people. It was very look at the view counts for a good period of time for paranormal videos. People were shooting up. New channels were getting 70K subscribers in a month with nothing, because it was paranormal and it was a big thing. And I just feel like TV networks were capitalizing off the interest in that genre of movie to do what they're doing on TV.
And see, this is the problem. Like, I've been, like, over the last month or 2 months, I've been putting up a lot of clips. And this is real evidence, real EVPs, real SB7 responses, intelligent responses. And I'm getting what? How many views now? I'm hardly getting any. And
Yeah.
these are the videos that people should be watching. I'm not just saying mine. I'm just saying people in general should be watching these videos, because like Lex's, mine, or Charm City Paranormal, or The Nightmare Project, or GSI, all of these guys are going out there and capturing real evidence. The Paranormas that we interviewed, everybody that we've interviewed up to this point, they're out there getting real evidence. Those are the people that should be getting 60, 70, 80,000 views.
Yeah.
Not these people, and I know it's never ever going to change. It's not going to change. And, it is what it is. But, I put up a video the other day that was an amazing EVP of me walking downstairs in the basement of an abandoned prison and capturing an EVP on the microphone camera, and it says Nancy,
Yeah.
and it's gotten 37 views.
Ooh.
Like, seriously. And these guys are now admitting they're faking videos, and they're still getting 44,000 views,
Yeah.
60,000 views, 80,000 views. And don't
And
tell me they're entertaining people.
they're not. I mean, I've tried to
They're
sit through
not.
them, and they're not. They're shite.
I'm not saying I would, and I'm not being like, I don't have a swelled head or anything like that, but I think my videos are entertaining, especially the ones on Paraflix.
Incredibly.
And
I
they're
agree.
amazing captures. And I just don't get it. I just, it's ridiculous. And I got well, first of all, YouTube's YouTube. Let's just get that out there. Their algorithm is so screwed up right now that I know a lot of people on there that used to get thousands of views that are not even getting close to that anymore.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. If you go to the Truth Exposed video, we are in the this stream right now is in the suggested videos.
So, it's like, it's just ridiculous. And, for example, that we talked about this last week, I think. I have a video up there right now on TikTok that's had almost 400,000 views. Okay. And now on Facebook, it's over 103,000 views now. That's real evidence. These guys, it just baffles my
fishing
mind.
wire.
What's that?
Buy a fishing wire and getting a friend to throw a chair, and they're making so much money out of it.
Yeah, like even Carol said, and thank you, Carol. Carol, I really appreciate that. But I work hard too. Zach works hard too. We're out there filming, doing our thing, and trying to capture real evidence that we can bring to people that follow me or just enjoy paranormal in general. And it's just ridiculous. And we've been talking for about 45 minutes, but it's a never-ending topic. It's never ever going to end. YouTube, to me, we stream on YouTube with the show and stuff like that, but I'm sorry, and I'm going to say this, but YouTube is just a joke. It really is. And it's just pathetic. And they're capitalizing on, these big fakers and people coming watching, and they're making tons of money too. And I understand that, but at the end of the day, it's Emily's banned on YouTube. Okay.
Oh, great. Fair enough. I do just want to quickly, before we finish, I want to touch up on there's a little thread of negative messages on that video, and I'm really glad that I saw this, because what's the one thing we always get told off for? Being investigators, telling people to put what's it called? To put disclaimers in the video. Everyone always laughs at us for it. They're like, "Oh, but no one else wants them to do that. Right. It's just you guys want people to put them in." This is from that video.
What video are you talking about? Sorry.
The one where the guys expose themselves.
Okay.
And it's a good thread. It's about 6 messages, I think. But watch this. Now, I'm questioning all YouTubers I watch, whether it's real or not. I prefer the real stuff, no fake stuff. You need to put it in the descriptions for entertaining only. I'm really sad and I feel cheated. Underneath that, someone says exactly how I'm feeling. Underneath that, I feel the same way. What a disappointment. Not sure I can ever come back from this with you, GUE. What a shame. Yeah, disappointing. And then someone went, everything you watch is considered entertainment. They're just lying about everything. And we all feel that way. They all should be banned from YouTube. And there's one that kind of turns it. He says, most YouTubers aren't real. They get to choose what you see on the screen. Most put on a mask when the camera's on. It's time to be less naive and accept the shitty truth. So from that, look how many people on there. These aren't paranormal investigators commenting. These aren't you and me commenting. These are people that watched the video and believed it. and they feel cheated. And that's the big point of the disclaimer, because all these people that are sending money your way, and then you turn around after making hundreds of thousands of dollars off them to say, well, we faked it. We're sorry, but we faked it. Well, all right. Are you that sorry that you're going to find out everyone who gave you money and give it back?
Yeah.
You're going to donate all the money you made from lying? No, you're not. You're going to spend it because that's what you're going to do. So that's not us. That's audience members feeling cheated. And people wonder why you and me get so upset about it.
Yeah. Well, like I said earlier, like I said a few minutes ago, this is a never ending topic, and it's always going to be discussed, and there's always going to be those shows that are going to talk about it, and at the end of the day, it doesn't really resolve anything.
Can I ask for Huff Paranormal to come forward?
Who are they?
The one that built, I think he built his own spirit boxes, and someone caught him so he records a sentence and then he rewinds it.
Okay, yeah.
And the other one, someone put the ASMR video, and then he put it in his video. And I was like, yeah, just come forward, dude. The amount of videos on you is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Just so Huff, come forward. Omar, come forward. There is one comment I wanted to tell you before we left because it's fucking hilarious. I saved it on here because it's so funny. Not that one. Not that one. This one was a good one. I hope Jasco and CJ have the bollocks to do the same. That was a great one.
Okay.
This is my favorite one. This was on Exposed, Rick Exposed video on talking about this situation, right? Someone commented, Jody Dean needs to admit to his fakery, which is a great comment, right? I agree. Underneath, this is great. Yeah, he does. He does yeah, he does. The hack he is, but he won't. Ever see his Randonautica video? Holy crap, that was bad. But it gets better. The way Jody acts in his videos, so over the top. I think it should be obvious that he's faking stuff and people should know the videos are just entertaining. But he really rubbed me up the wrong way. And it's like, and my favorite one, he won't ever admit it because he enjoys the attention, especially with his not so haunted house opening up soon. I did some history on the house, and there was never any murder or anything there. There was a shooting up the street, but that's it. So if he's claimed that it's a murder house, he's lying. Just letting everyone know that now. Before anyone gives money to Jody Dean's haunted house, he's lying. It's not haunted. It is staged. Like the rest of him and his crew. And I know that it's okay for you to love Omar. That's fine. Like I said, I find him a good creator and I think he's a great person. But until he openly puts disclaimers in his video, then he is a liar, and I don't like liars. But I just wanted to share that last comment with you because it's freaking hilarious. And it just made me laugh. But Steve Huff needs to come out. Omar, just admit it. Jody Dean, admit it. Just do it so we can stop talking about it and we can separate the real.
Well, no, we don't want them to stop talking about it because then we won't have shows like this.
Okay, no, come out, do like a really good video about it. And then that way we can come on here and do a part 3 of staging, and I can be here and be like, I told you. I would love it. But yeah.
Well, that you know what, that was fantastic. I really enjoyed today's topic, and I want to thank everybody that came into the room today. And if you can, share this video out, and maybe it will get to these people again. And because I think we had a little bit of a piece of why Joe came out a month ago, and I'm hoping we had a little bit of piece of that.
Like I said, if 1% of it is because someone showed him our video, then I'll take 1% of the
well, we know Jody saw it.
Oh, of course Jody saw it.
We know Jody saw it. He made a comment about 3 days later.
I did notice how he didn't respond to my video back on Twitter.
No, he did not. And that doesn't surprise me. But anyways.
But keep rolling.
Well, that was kind of funny, actually. But again, I want to say thank you to everybody that came in the room. We will be back next week with a guest, and hopefully you will come out and join us for that interview. And I want everybody to have a great Sunday. And Lex,
I just want to say thank you for coming on and listening to us rant about this again. I know sometimes it's horrible to keep hearing it, but we mean what we say when we say it generally hurts us as video makers, as actual investigators. So it does need to be said. And yes, it's stellar. Living poor. But yeah, so thank you. I want to say thank you to all the people that keep supporting this show, Brian and me, Lex Paranormal and Hunterphobia, whether it's on YouTube or Paraflix, Facebook, wherever you're supporting us from. We generally love the fact you do. So thank you for that. We will be back next week. Can't wait to have another guest on the show. We've had some great guests on. I think we're 27 episodes in now, which is phenomenal. We've done pretty well.
Yeah.
27 weeks of shows. It's great. But what I will say is, what I will say, as if I'm being serious, but what I would like to say is that if you would be interested in subscribing to my YouTube channel, there is investigations coming. That is Lex Paranormal. Subscribe to Hunterphobia. Download Paraflix. Subscribe and watch him on there as well. And then please go on Twitter, Lex Paranormal YT, and at Hunterphobia. Follow us on there as well. If you want to come on the show, you have a paranormal channel, you want help getting off the ground, you wanted a space to talk about what you're doing, get in contact with us. Our emails are in the description below. We will respond. And if we think you're a good person, if you come across great, we'll put you on the show. We're more than happy to give you the airtime, and we love interviewing people. So that's what I got to say. Thank you very much, and enjoy your Sunday.
And I will say I finally made it over 700 subs today, so I'm quite happy about that.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to say goodbye to everybody, and we will see you next week. Bye.
Adios.